like a small boat on the ocean, sending big waves into motion, like how a single word can make a heart open. I might only have one match, but I can make an explosion. And all those things I didn't say were wrecking balls inside my brain. I will scream loud tonight. Can you hear my voice this time? This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Starting right now. I'll be strong. I'll play my fight.
Good afternoon and welcome to Bucks County Community College's 2021 Accepted Students Day ceremony.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
It may be well past dawn, but it is like the song says, a new day. It's a new day because this is the first time in almost 15 months that we've been able to welcome visitors to this campus. And you're not just any visitors, you represent our incoming fall freshmen. There you go, honk away. But you're our incoming fall freshmen, and that's why we all feel good. My name is Marlene Barlow, and in my time as Director of Admissions, I've always had two favorite events. First is this one, Accepted Students Day, the day when you come to us with your hopes and expectations, your goals and your dreams. The second is Commencement, the day you graduate, the day when those hopes and expectations have been fulfilled and those goals and dreams are coming to fruition. These two events are the bookends of your Bucks experience, and I'm lucky enough to have had them both today. A few hours ago, I watched our graduates receive their diplomas, and it's then that I'm reminded of the time in between then and now, between your first day and your last. So we wanted to give you some metaphorical reminders for your upcoming year. First, we know your future will be bright with a Bucks education, so we gave you sunglasses. But we also know that college isn't easy. Sometimes it'll feel like it's pouring problems, a difficult class, too much work, maybe some family concerns, or you're simply just having a bad couple of days. So we've given you an umbrella to protect you when things are raining down, and pom-poms to let you know that there's plenty of people here to support you, to cheer you on should this happen. Counselors are on staff if you'd like to talk through anything. The Academic Success Center provides tutoring if an assignment is challenging or you just want to improve. The Accessibility Office helps you with accommodations to be as successful as possible, and the Student Life and Athletics Office will encourage you to join a club or play a sport, because college is not just about studying. Make no mistake about it, your grades are very important and your professors will do their part to help you achieve. But a happy student is a good student, and embracing your college experience, having a social life with your student life, will provide some balance and some good old-fashioned fun. But there's one thing that we can't give you in your bag, and that's this. That's the cap you'll wear on graduation day. That you have to earn, and you'll be proud having done so. One such person who's made the most of her Bucks experience is now our Assistant Director for Recruitment. Casey Grunmeyer is an alumna of Bucks who earned her associate's degree in communications, went on for a bachelor's degree, and is now a candidate for a master's in higher education with Louisiana State University. Casey will now take you through the next steps to enroll and in becoming a full-fledged college student. Casey?
Thank you, Marlene. I truly believe that the first-rate education I received at Bucks helped me gain the confidence to pursue my bachelor's and now master's degree. As an undecided student, attending Bucks was the right choice for me, and I'm hoping that today it will be the same for all of you. So now let me talk you through a little bit about the materials that we provided in your swag bag. Inside your bag, you're going to find an admissions folder. Inside that folder will provide ample information about Bucks, along with contact information, both email and phone, to reach our student support services. While we are still working remotely, that has not prohibited us from connecting to our students. So please, we ask you to reach out to us if you have any questions. You will find an updated list of our academic programs, as well as our new programs, like business analytics, baking and pastry, brewing and fermentation, data science, dance, diagnostic medical sonography, health coach, and patient care technician. On the back of the folder are student testimonials and some encouraging words from our current president, Dr. Stephanie Shamblatt. Additionally, you're going to find a postcard labeled Next Steps. Looking at your next steps, you will see that your first step has already been completed. You have been accepted to Bucks County Community College, so congratulations. Now that you've completed your application, you should send us your high school transcript so that we can evaluate your skills. As an open enrollment institution, we do not require SATs or ACTs. At Bucks, we conduct our own placement testing in math, reading, and writing. Testing may be waived for students who have earned a 3.0 GPA or higher. If you have previously attended a college, we want to see that transcript as well. I also saw a high five, so we know there's a GPA or higher in the audience. If you need to complete placement testing, please visit bucks.edu/testing. If you have not submitted your high school transcript, that's your next step, so please submit that electronically to waivers@bucks.edu. Step 3 refers to funding your education. If you're looking for financial aid opportunities, please begin with the free application for student federal aid, which is also known as FAFSA, if you guys are familiar with that. You can complete this form entirely online at fafsa.ed.gov to determine your eligibility, and you want to make sure you do that sooner rather than later. You can also visit our Bucks Financial Aid webpage. It has a lot of helpful information, like FATV videos and frequently asked questions. If you've started the process but you're not sure where to go from where you are, please email finaid@bucks.edu and somebody will be there to assist you. For scholarship opportunities, please visit bucks.edu/scholarship to apply through our online Scholarship Universe portal. We offer a few scholarships for incoming freshmen, but there's going to be plenty of opportunity as you progress through your studies. The next step in the process, which is usually the final step where everyone goes, what do I do now? You want to meet with an advisor. Advising is required for all new and current students. In order to meet with advising, we want to make sure that we have your transcript so that your testing waivers can be on file, or that you've completed your testing beforehand. So to schedule your appointment, we've made it super easy for you. All you have to do is simply scan the QR code that is on the Next Steps postcard. Or you can also go to bucks.edu/signup. During that advising appointment, you will meet with a professional advisor to discuss your course selection and register for your courses. It is also important that you complete the online orientation before meeting with your advisor. Now that you have an idea of what step you still need to complete, let me turn your attention over to one of our Bucks students, Nico Albertson. It is my pleasure to introduce Nico, a nursing major and a wonderful addition to our admissions team as a student ambassador. So please join me in welcoming Nico to share his Bucks story with you now.
So, after graduating from high school, I knew that I'd wanted to become a nurse. I had my eyes set on many of the big universities, but the price tag was holding me back. Some were as expensive as $50,000 a year for tuition alone. Room and board would be another $10,000 at least. These colleges were quickly ruled out for me. I instead began to look at state colleges that were only $30,000. Then I thought, I really just dismissed $30,000 as if it were spare change lost between my couch cushions. I knew that if I wanted to go to a state school, I would still have to take out loans. But at the time, it seemed like a rite of passage to go to college. When the time came to sign on the dotted line, I saw how much more I would have to pay back, and I couldn't help but compare myself to Ariel from The Little Mermaid. I know this comparison is pretty strange, but bear with me. I promise I'm going somewhere with this. I made a connection with Ursula representing the bank and me representing Ariel. She was so excited that the end result would allow her to walk on land that she didn't realize how much repercussion she would be causing not only to herself, but the people around her. At that moment, a couple of things clicked for me. One, Disney really has many subliminal life lessons that are subconsciously picked up on. And two, I wasn't going to lose my voice to attain my goal in life. In other words, no one should have to go into debt to get a quality education. Which brings me to my next point. Bucks saved me a ton of money. At just over $6,300 for tuition annually, scholarships, and the flexibility to work full-time during the summer and still work at least one day during the week, depending on how rigorous my course load was, I knew that this would be attainable without loans. Another concern I had with attending Bucks was about the full college experience, or as it is known here, student life. As a commuter school, I assumed that it would be non-existent, but that couldn't be further from the truth. We have a student organization center with many clubs to suit everyone, and best of all, if there's a club that interests you and we don't have it, you can create it. I myself created an Alex's Lemonade Stand Club during my first year here at Bucks. I was so impressed with my college experience that I decided to become a student ambassador and give tours to prospective students so that I could share my hidden treasure that is Bucks. Something that isn't widely known is that Bucks has students enrolled from other countries. Many of the international students I met as an ambassador since they too were ambassadors. Throughout my time here at Bucks, I've met 2 friends from Israel, a friend from Vietnam, and 1 from Italy so far. Having them on campus gave me the opportunity to learn about different cultures, and that is something I will never forget. The moral of the story is Bucks offers the same opportunities those expensive 4-year colleges do. It is just your job to seek them out and participate. Your college experience is what you make it to be, regardless of what college you are at. I am so thankful that I chose to attend Bucks, and I am grateful that the staff and faculty because they really care about helping you succeed. With that, I'd like to end by giving one last piece of advice. Make sure you actively talk to your advisor and visit the transfer office to check out the latest articulation agreements with the 4-year colleges. Having this information readily available will help you plan your next steps, and since they offer scholarships for community college graduates, it's a win-win. I want to thank you for being with us today, and on a normal day, I'd be getting ready to take you all on a campus tour. Unfortunately, we can't do that, but I have the next best thing. Please join me in viewing our campus tour video, and I hope I get to see you all on campus soon.
Welcome to Bucks County Community College. Our mission is to provide a diverse community of learners with exemplary, accessible educational opportunities and the personal connections that foster success. Newtown is the original main campus. The facilities are located on 200 acres in central Bucks County. The four cottages on our campus house security and safety, continuing education, the School of Music, and workforce development. The Gene and Marlene Epstein campus is located in Bristol to conveniently serve Lower Bucks County residents. Meanwhile, the Upper Bucks campus is located in Perkasie, in close proximity to residents in northern Bucks County. Thank you for visiting our virtual tour. For more info about our programs of study and application process, please visit bucks.edu/experience. Your future is our mission.
We're happy to report that we'll be hosting tours of the Newtown campus every Tuesday beginning June 1st and throughout the summer. So while today we could only offer you this video, we hope to see you on campus. These will take place again every Tuesday starting June 1st, but they are by appointment only. So please go to bucks.edu/experience and sign up. A member of the admissions unit will escort you around campus. And again, bucks.edu/sign up for an in-person Hooray tour. You know, this Accepted Students Day is so different from any other. Ordinarily, we'd be among you. We'd be talking, touring, and joining you for lunch. We'd have you right in front of us and not quite so far away or even behind the windshield of a car. We'd see your parents and family members, and we could feel their excitement and sometimes even their worry that all will go well. Heading off to college is a big moment, not only for you, but also for your mothers and fathers, your grandparents, and all who love you. To those family members, we say thank you. Thank you for entrusting your child's education with Bucks and supporting them in this decision. We do very good things here, and we will not disappoint. Your children will receive a first-rate education, but they will have to work for it too. They'll have the experiences of any college student, but can do so without crippling debt, and when they leave us, either to transfer to a four-year institution or to go directly into the workforce, they will be prepared and will be proud of having launched them onto their successes. In a few minutes, we'll respond to questions you submitted when you registered, but first we'd like to know just a little bit more about you. We can only see a few of your faces, but we'd certainly be able to hear your horns if you honk in response. So honk or cheer and let us know who here is a graduate of Archbishop Wood, William Tennant, Central Bucks East, West, or South. There you go. Council Rock North or South. And honk really loud. Stop the traffic on Swamp Road. Sorry, security. Anyone here from New Hope Soulberry or also going to MBIT? Any charter school students? How about Conwell Egan? Bucks County Technical High School? Ben Salem or Archbishop Bryan? Any Neshaminy students? Truman or Bristol Borough? You did not need a horn, did you? Anyone here from Pennsbury, Nico's alma mater? Morrisville, or from Upper Bucks, Plumstead, Penridge, Quakertown, Palisades, and any students going to Upper Bucks County Technical High School? If I didn't mention your high school, feel free to just shout it out the window and honk your horn. There you go. Now, tell us what you're going to study. What are your plans to major? Anybody planning to major in business? How about art or music, graphic design? They're always a rowdy bunch, you artists. How about communication? Anybody want to be a journalist or study English and become a novelist? How about anyone in the healthcare fields, nursing, radiography, and medical assisting? Any kinesiology majors, majors like exercise science, sport management, physical education, and we even now have a dance major. Any criminal justice majors here today? Any social workers to be? How about psychology? Education? Anyone planning to study any STEM majors? Science, technology, engineering, or math? Casey's least favorite subject, right? And if you're undecided, that's not uncommon, so feel free to honk if so. And to everyone, please honk your horns in celebration of making it through a historic 100-year event. The pandemic is waning and living is winning. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, and it feels like a new life. Please honk in celebration. At this point, Casey, Nico, and I will answer those questions submitted to us in advance. We realize that at the conclusion, you may still have more questions, so you'll find an index card and a pen in your bag stuck into the gift cup. If you have any lingering questions, please just jot down the question along with your name, your email, and phone number so we can contact you with the information you might need. And even if you have no question, we ask that you please just write down your name so we know that you were here. We appreciate you coming out on a 92-degree day. 60% humidity did not keep you away. And we thank you for coming, and we'd like to know just who was able to make it. As you exit the lot, you can drop your index card into a bag held by our admissions staff members who've been a remarkable crew in planning this event and every other day too. Now, many of your questions concerned our return to campus and how many in-person classes we'll be holding. Presently, about a third of all of our classes will be in person, 2 days a week. Our courses are usually Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday, with a few classes being offered on Friday. There's another large percentage of classes that will be hybrid or high flex. Hybrid meaning a student is here on campus 1 day a week, and the remaining amount of work is done online via Canvas. Many of you have Canvas in the high schools. It's an online platform for submitting your work. High flex means the student is in campus, in person on campus 1 day a week, and the second day of instruction will be conducted remotely. Of course, we have online asynchronous classes. Bucks County Community College was voted the best online instruction community college in Pennsylvania. We do it very well. We've done it for more than 25 years. But we are anxious to have you back on campus, and we will have classes to do so. Now, we will be getting a new president. July 1st, Dr. Felicia Ganther will be joining us, and we expect that throughout the summer, there will be more considerations made as more and more restrictions are lifted. But I'd like Casey to tell you a little bit about our incoming president, Dr. Felicia Ganther. Casey Grunmeyer.
As a member of the Presidential Search Committee, I had the pleasure of meeting Dr. Felicia Ganther before her presidency was announced at Bucks. Dr. Ganther has a remarkable record of accomplishments, both as an educator and an administrator. She's a strong advocate for students as well. Her passion and excitement to serve as our next president was consistent throughout the interview process. As the 5th president of the college, we are excited for her arrival in July, and we can't wait for you to meet her as well. Another question that was asked by many of you referred to the transfer process. I myself am a transfer student and an alumna of Bucks, so this was fitting for me to answer. If you're looking to transfer to a 4-year institution after completing your studies at Bucks, you want to make an appointment with the transfer office, and you want to do it often. We have over 100 different articulation agreements already set in place with surrounding colleges and universities, along with 23 dual admission agreements with guaranteed acceptance into those schools. Additionally, each semester, the transfer office will host a college fair that will give you the opportunity to meet with over 100 different colleges and universities in the area. I myself transferred from Bucks after completing my associate degree to Chestnut Hill College in Philadelphia. With guaranteed acceptance, they accepted 75 transfer credits from Bucks. To give you an idea, it's 60 credits to get the associate, so even more than the associate. Giving me junior status, I also received a tuition discount because I graduated from Bucks. So basically, the dual admission transfer agreement is the way to go. And Marlene, would you like to take the next question about the IEPs?
I will, and thank you for telling the students about your personal experience. But we want you to know that while we have all of these articulation agreements, which is a fancy word for just a transfer agreement, Our courses transfer near and far. They transfer across the country. Other than today's class, our most recent graduating class transferred to 273 different colleges and universities across the nation. Now, the articulation agreements have many benefits: scholarships, additional credits that are accepted, because your average bachelor's degree is about 120 credits. So you can see where Casey got 75 on 120. But just bear in mind that our credits do transfer to colleges and universities wherever you may wish to go. Now, the question did come up about IEPs, and if a student had an IEP in high school, it's important to know that IEPs do not transfer to college. A student must contact our accessibility office, who will help you with accommodations. The student, him or herself, must contact them at accessibility@bucks.edu. So do that, and do that early. If you've not taken the placement test, you should contact them before doing so that if additional time is needed, you can score as well as possible on those placement tests.
Another question that came in was, what kind of clubs and sports does Bucks have? As Nico highlighted earlier, Bucks offers a vibrant student experience, offering 45 student club and organizations. These clubs range from the nursing club to psychology club, from gaming club to Bucks Radio, just to name a few. At Bucks, we build school spirit and a stronger college community through college-wide events, community service projects, and student leadership opportunities. We also offer the opportunity to join clubs at all 3 campus locations. Centurion Athletics is a member of the United States Collegiate Athletic Association, offering 6 varsity sports teams, including men and women's soccer and basketball, along with baseball and softball. We also offer a variety of club sports and intramurals. And as a volunteer softball coach myself, sports is just another great way to get involved here at Bucks. So now I'll turn it over to Nico so he can tell us about his experience as a student ambassador.
So I have a really cool job as student ambassador because a lot of the times I'm the first person that everyone sees when they come to campus. So I give everyone a tour of campus. I'll do some of the highlights. Like, we have a really cool Tyler Mansion. I'll give you some fun facts. Like, Bucks actually has weddings on campus, which I don't think a lot of people know. We have a really cool garden center, so definitely something to check out. I also get to just share my Bucks story with everyone, as I did with you guys today.
Another question, an obvious one, is when does the term start? Well, it feels like August today, and that's when the term will really start. Wednesday, August 25th, is when we start our full-term courses. The semester is a 15-week semester, but we do have also 12-week terms. So the second term would start on Monday, September 13th. Now, the greatest selection of courses are those which start on Wednesday, August 25th, that particular week. So we encourage you to make sure you go through all the steps to enroll, select your courses while the selection is at its broadest, but know that we also have some later starting sections if that works better with your schedule. We have things called modular terms, and it is, for example, a shorter term than the standard 15-week, as I mentioned. September is a 12-week term. There are a few courses that start in October. Those are 8-week terms. But as new students, we encourage you to start either August 25th or September 14th. When you have a modular term, and it's shorter, we have 6-week terms even in the summer, don't be deluded by that. You're still doing the same amount of work. It's just hyper fast. So you have a lot more work to do in a condensed period of time. But your first semester, as you're acclimating to the rigors of college instruction, consider the 15-week and the 12-week terms. This summer, we're also launching a summer bridge program that will begin in July. Our website does contain all the information. It's for both rising juniors and rising seniors. If you'd like to get a jump on the semester, Please take a look at the Summer Bridge program. There are a few reading and writing courses that are offered there, along with much of the support services mentioned earlier. We just want you to be as successful as possible. You know, it's not a race. It's not he who gets to the end first wins. You want to be successful, so approach it understanding what your own parameters are for success, what your own time is like. And if you need those support services, please take advantage of them.
Another question that came in was in relation to AP courses. The simple answer is if you took an AP course and you successfully completed it and passed the advanced placement test, you may be eligible to receive college credit. So your next step would be to send the official transcript from College Board to our registrar's office so that we can review it. Another question that came in was in regards to our honors program. If you don't know, we do have an honors program. And if you do know, then you know that it's fantastic, and we want to promote it as much as we can. So if you are one of those students that is looking for a challenge and you want to take honors coursework that emphasizes scholarly research, then I definitely recommend that you apply to the honors program online. You want to make sure that you are a recent high school graduate and that you have a 3.25 or higher cumulative GPA in order to apply. And lastly, about scholarships, again, we do offer scholarships. You need to get matched first. And what I mean by that is you're going to go to bucks.edu/scholarship, and you're going to apply through the scholarship portal called Scholarship Universe. And Marlene, do you want to talk about the college catalog?
Yeah, some other questions came in just this morning about a college catalog. Where does one get one? Well, everything is online. So if you go to bucks.edu and there's a tab for students, you'll see everything stated there for the college catalog, course descriptions, more about the majors. Again, that information is in your gift bag, but everything is contained on the web. So we don't distribute paper catalogs any longer, but feel free to look at the comprehensive information that you'll find there.
And another question that came in, which is probably my favorite, because I say this probably to every student that I talk with. The question is, I applied to be a computer science major, but I think I want to change my major. What do I do? The first thing is don't panic. The reason I say that is because when I went to Bucks, I literally changed my major 4 times. And I say that up here because I also graduated with honors. I went on to get my bachelor's, graduated with honors again, went on to get my master's, and hopefully I'll be successful in completing an honors program there too. It's okay to be undecided. So what you need to do in order to change your major is you will go to our admissions page and you will look for what's called Register Records, and you will click on the Change My Major tab. And that's it. Very simple, but I also recommend that you discuss this with your advisor.
And we also have a career center. The Career Center will help you to determine what you want to do after college. I mean, college is your pathway to a successful and fulfilling career. So think about what you want to do in life that will make you happy, and then work it backwards to determine what that major should be. Again, take advantage of the services. They will help you think through, along with your academic advisor, as to what major you may be best suited for. And as Casey said, many people are undecided. It's hard to know what you want to be, no matter how old you are. So the process of changing the major is a very simple one, and that can be done with your academic advisor when you go to select your classes as well. And again, back to the concept of our modular terms and our 15, 12, and 8-week sessions. We were asked about taking courses part-time. Yes, students can take courses part-time. Full-time is defined as a minimum of 12 credits, but you sometimes hear that a community college is, quote, a 2-year college. That doesn't necessarily mean that you will complete your degree in 2 years. Most associate degrees are 60 to 65 credits. So if you only take 12 credits a semester and 4 semesters in 2 years, you cannot possibly finish in 2 years. So, in order to complete a degree in 2 years, you have to consider taking 30 credits in a given year. But that could be 12 credits in the fall, 3 credits in the winter, another 12 in the spring, and then 3 credits in the summer, for example. You can manipulate that schedule. If you go part-time, certainly, you can take 6 credits and your time will be spent a little bit longer. But if that's what works for you, and indeed that worked for Casey, you will take the courses that are appropriate to where you are in life to get to the end goal of completing that degree.
Another question that came in is, how big are the classrooms? And I wish I could show you, but unfortunately I cannot. So I can explain it to you. We do have several large lecture halls, and most of our classrooms are a bit smaller than the lecture halls. So our class size is small, but we focus on personalized attention, and we want to make sure that you are successful when you go on to the next chapter of your life. So we have about 14 students to every 1 professor, and there may be even fewer students if it's necessary to maintain social distancing. So we hope that you get to experience campus and see what the classrooms are like rather than me just telling you. Marlene, do you want to talk about how many students we have?
Sure. The last question that we received this morning was about how many students go to Bucks. And we are about 7,000 strong, so we're a mid-sized college, and mid-size amongst the Pennsylvania community colleges as well. So it's a good size in order to have the relationships that develop with many friends from, as you heard by the horn honking, from all across the county, and as Nico said, from around the world. But I think you should know that you're part of a good and a big group. More than 40% of all undergraduate students in the United States are attending a community college. They're attending it for all the reasons that we just identified: a first-rate education, an affordable tuition, and a sound college experience that prepares you for what's next. So don't forget, please, if there's questions that you have, please jot them down on that index card and drop them as you exit, and we will get that information back to you. Well, before too long, you'll be back here to graduate. You'll wonder where the time has gone, so make the most of it. Enjoy Bucks. Study hard, meet your fellow students, talk to your professors. People who leave Bucks love Bucks. There are many more like Nico, and you will be one too. We thank you for coming. Enjoy your summer, and when you come to Bucks, you can be the greatest, you can be the best. Thank you.